I've been trading the daily chart only now for the past about 6 months or so, since the beginning of the year. I've learned a lot from that type of trading. Of course, it's a lot more hands-off than what I was doing before. But I've got some thoughts on whether I like daily charts, some things you might want to consider before you do it, and a bit of advice for any daily chart trader who wants to be successful and trade for a living. We'll dive right in. That's going to be a fun video. I want to go back through daily chart trading and why I made the jump to it, why I like it a lot, and some things I've been able to do while trading the daily charts. We'll start with this. I gave myself a goal at the end of last year, 2023, to move to daily charts. Why? Because I've always been a traveling trader. I've always traveled to different countries while trading, kind of living out of hotels, and I love that lifestyle a lot. I started this back in 2017. I traveled for a few years, then COVID happened, and I stopped traveling for about 2 years or 3 years or so. I was still traveling a little bit, but very little compared to what I was doing before. Over that period of time, I sort of complicated my trading. I added 2 different time frames. I, at some point, went back to day trading a little bit, the Asian session, which I still really like, but I don't have time to do it every day. I went to more time frames, to the 1 hour chart became more frequent for me. I could place trades when I was at home. I could look at the chart easily. It's a lot easier when you're at home where you have nothing else to do outside to look at the charts and place your trades. But then I went back to traveling after COVID, and I realized that while it's cool to have trades in the lower time frames, the 1 hour chart, the 4 hour chart, you still have to look at the chart every 1 or 4 hours, which means kind of a few times during the day. And that was cool for a while, except that I know when I'm traveling, I cannot look at the chart like that often. Plus, I don't want to do it. What if I can have the same results looking at the chart once a day versus 4 or 5 times a day? I'll pick the 1 time a day for sure. It's going to be a lot better for me. So I thought, well, couldn't I shift everything else to the daily chart, where I only have to look at the candle close once a day to place my trades? That's kind of what I did. I went to daily chart, adapted my strategy a little bit. Some things are a little bit different on the daily chart. Have to be a bit more longer term, maybe trading the trends a little bit more if it's trending. But the core strategy, as always, stays pretty much the same. I'm still trading long-term universal. I added a slightly different strategy with the whole moving average, which I've done videos you can check out here in the corner if you want. That goes more in depth to how to trade the whole moving average. In fact, just last week, I've done a free training on how to use the whole moving average. It's going to be linked below if you want to check it out. It goes to that whole strategy in details and how I use that indicator to trade myself. Some things you can do with it and kind of like the benefits of it. So you can check it out. It's going to be linked below. But that's sort of what I did. Now, what happened with this experience? Did I like it? Did I not like it? Is it boring to trade daily charts? Well, it's a bit of everything. It's a bit of all. First of all, I love looking at the charts only once a day. Usually when I'm in Asia, I wake up in the morning, look at the chart, place some trades if I have to, or place some pending orders, and then I'm done for the day. That's it. That took like 15 minutes. It's very hard in any kind of other styles of trading to do that. If you're scalping, you might be there for a few hours a day. If you're swing trading, you might be there for a couple of chart reviews throughout the day, which means that you might be there for 30 minutes to an hour a day, which is still little, but you gotta check in and go back at the chart multiple times a day. While the way I do it is only 1 time per day, and that's a lot easier for me. One more thing I did is I went more into a longer term perspective on trading stocks. So I added stock trading and buying and selling ETF to my portfolio also. What surprised me the most was how fewer trades I was taking in the market. I used to be maybe taking 5-6 trades a week, sometimes even 7 to 10 a week. Now I'm only trading maybe 2 or 3 trades a week, and sometimes even there's nothing for a week or 2. I let my trades run a lot longer. I've changed my take profit to being a little bit more based on how the market moves and based on the trend. So that leads to longer trades and a bigger emphasis on trends and reward to risk as opposed to before. And overall, it's been a lot of fun to be able to enjoy the day, travel, go to different places. I've taken a 3-month trip to Europe, went to all these different countries, only looking at the chart once per day. And that was really freeing. It was super awesome to be able to just travel, still like money trading, but on a longer term perspective, with sometimes trades going on for weeks that paid me well at the end. And sometimes no trade at all too. I know you guys want to see results here, so I'll put some screenshots on the screen so you can check it out, see what I've achieved so far, and kind of the returns. If you want to see the specifics of strategies, videos will be linked in the corner over here so you can check it out, learn more about what I trade, the strategies, and kind of make it your own if you want to. Nothing fancy, I'm not using any kind of fancy strategies, but I do want to say that I'm also complementing this with algos. I've got 2 algos I run on 1 hour charts, and these algos trade a couple trades a week. Nothing too hands-on, I just change the settings once a year, let it run, and results have been also pretty good for this. So by having the daily chart trading plus algos, which are on Dutch on low time frame, I think I'm at a pretty good space for trading. But let me talk about, are daily charts right for you? Should you go move daily charts? Should you completely change your trading approach to only focusing on higher time frames? I think it's a good thing, but it's only good for some people. If you got a personality of someone who's more like calm, you want to do your analysis, you want to also have a lifestyle at the same time, you don't want to be glued to your chart, you don't like too much like being in and out of the market quickly, I think it's a good fit. If you're someone who prefers fast results, you want to be in and out of the market, I still love that stuff a lot. Like I would love to be day trading, but my schedule and my goals and the business I run, these are to trade, I just don't have time for that stuff. I cannot just be at the chart for 2-3 hours a day and place trades. That to me will be taking a lot of time out of my day. Because I want to be able to go to the gym, I want to be able to travel, I want to be able to just spend time doing stuff I like, or the projects I have. And that means that I cannot be there to place trades a few hours a day at a time. So if you have the right personality for daily chart trading, then go for it. I think it's definitely worth it. That's probably the easiest time frame too. If you have a full-time job where you cannot really be looking at the chart while you're at work every hour or like every 4 hours, daily charts are really good for this. Even though I have a lot of videos about the strategies I trade and what I'm trading on a daily basis, I'm sure you guys are going to want to see it now here in the video. So I'm just going to include a quick video here of what I'm trading and some trades I'm in right now. So you can have a look at that and maybe get some ideas of what I'm trading and what I'm trying to achieve with this. Okay, so I'm currently in a few trades now that have been lasting for weeks. It's a long time, but they're in profit, which is good. Happy about this. The first one is on USD Japanese yen. Now, this is a pair that's quite trending, so it's a perfect fit for the whole moving average, which I cover in depth into that link below. You can check it out. It's a free training. But here's how this works. I have this set up. This whole moving average here is green, turning red, turning back to green. And what I want to do is I want to buy when it's below the green whole moving average. So here we are below the whole moving average. It's green. Have a nice setup here with my little triangle in the chart. I'm going long above the high. Stop loss is just below here. My reward to risk is quite simple. I have a 1-to-1, which is easily achievable in that case. A few days later, you can say, yeah, it takes a lot of time. It's kind of true. Yeah, it takes time, but it's achievable pretty easily in that market. And keep in mind, we are trading daily charts, so each candle here is a day. Okay, and now my second target is at usually 3-to-1 on this kind of strategy. So boom, 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 boom. So roughly 3-to-1 here. Now I do have a rule where if price closes below the hull, I will close the trade. Now we didn't close below it. I'm gonna close this trade today. I've been taking profit off the trade for a while. Taking profit first at 1-to-1. Then we made this high here somewhere. So I had this big push, took some profit. And then I take profit maybe again over here. And then we'll close my trade. So that's how it works out. Pretty hands off. Like I said, you look at the chart once a day and then you're completely done with it for the day. And that is super freeing compared to other trading styles I've done before. My next trade here is on the S&P. I've taken this recently. And I'm taking a funded account challenge. That was my first trade on this account. Just want to show people that I can take funded accounts and that it works well for me. So just for my fun, I only need capital. I have a lot of capital in my account. I'm okay with it. But to show people I can do it, I'm going to take it for fun. So here we have this trade. Again, 1-to-1 is the first target. I think I entered a small pullback here on that trade. So stop loss is smaller. This, yeah, 1-to-1 is achieved. And then next target is at 3-to-1, which will take a long time to achieve. But that's kind of how it works. So we are again below the green hull. We have an engulfing candle, which is a strong candlestick. And we're doing good on this. That was quite nice. The other trade I had is on gold. Gold now today is pulling back, but we had a big move. This one doesn't show on my indicator here, but it's a good setup. So we have a green hull and price breaking through this whole moving average with an engulfing candle. So once again, I'm going to go and put a long trade on this. Stop loss is just below the engulfing candle. Then target 1-to-1 is achieved. Then 3-to-1 is somewhere over here. So I'm still in that trade. This one has been the most recent one. Actually, the S&P was the most recent one. This one here is the second most recent. And it's been going quite well so far. So that's kind of how it works out. Let me know in the comment section below, do you trade daily charts or not? Are you a daily chart trader? Are you hating the daily charts? I want to know your thoughts on this. Let me know below in the comment section. As always, I want to hear what you think. And of course, share your experience. Feel free to tell people here in the comments or myself what you've been going through. I read all the comments under these videos. I'll be sure to check out your comments. Don't forget to check out the link below. I have a free course on the whole moving average that goes to how I use it, why it's beneficial for traders, and a lot more stuff in the description below. Check it out. And I'll catch you back here in the next video pretty soon. Ciao.